the legislature passed a bill sponsored by a Democrat and a Republican, which will basically correlate public education, high school education, and workforce training. And it will also pay for graduating early state-funded scholarships, basically to Idaho's public institutions. Is the Boise School District going to jump on with that? And what's your opinion of that program? Do you think that 16 might be too early for some kids to graduate?
That's the Thayn Durst initiative, and it's real interesting. What we talked to both of them about, and primarily through Representative Durst, because he's in our school district, was that we do have a number of kids who graduate early already in the district. And his response was good. They can be part of maybe the first cohort to really try some of this out and see how we can move ahead. My view is that every youngster's experience in school systems should be dealt with individually, that we need to have individual plans for kids. And in your school years, and I know in mine, that there were some youngsters at 16 who were indeed ready academically to graduate from high school, and maybe socially and behaviorally ready for life among older students or older settings along the way, and could do that. We also know full well through our own experience in school that many were not. And my view is that we need to individualize the experience. If indeed kids are ready, and we agree that there's a best set of conditions to have them be ready, I think it's a good concept. That's being looked at right now, and I am retiring in about 2 weeks from my career as superintendent, and the successor group led by Dr. Don Coberly is reviewing whether or not the Boise School District will become one of the members of the cohort group to advance that discussion. I have encouraged them to do so, simply because we've got a number of kids now, and I can name a youngster by the name of Antonini, who graduated early from Boise High School. There's a couple of others that immediately come to mind whose names I can't remember, who did indeed accelerate graduation a year early, and went off to very prestigious institutions to continue their study. They were more than ready to do so, and the opportunity for them to stay in the state and receive some benefit from that is positive. I don't see that as ever being extraordinarily hurtful. We talked about small population districts, and some of the concerns of our colleagues are that, well, gosh, what if 25 of our junior year students accelerated their junior year and took their senior year at the same time and left? My gosh, we'd have a big fiscal problem in the district. Well, the reality is kids aren't going to do that in terms of being ready to go. I also think as time goes on, we're going to change the structure of education. That which we see as K-12 is going to be K-16, and it's going to get a lot blurrier as opposed to a lot more exact. You got to move from this grade to this grade to this grade to this grade. I see we're going to probably do much more competency-based movement rather than grade-based movement, and I think that'll happen in our lifetime in Idaho.